My name is Kaycee Okuma. My mission in life is to inspire men and women, regardless of age, ethnicity, or religion, to make the most of their lives. With your permission this afternoon, I want to share with you something I've captioned, "We become what we choose." We become what we choose. Now let me tell you a true life story. Many years ago, there lived these two brothers. I'll call them Charles and James. Born of the same parents, lived in the same home, grew up under the same circumstances, and their destinies turned out quite differently. Now, these two guys, of course, James was older than Charles by 2 years. They grew up in a dysfunctional home. Their father was a reckless gambler and an addicted drunk. And this man was a legend when it came to abusing children. And this man abused these boys for so many years. Of course, their mother was nowhere to be found. She was always drunk in clubhouses and in hall homes and all that. So it showed you the kind of family background this young man came out from. And it so happened that these guys suffered years and years of rejection and abandonment, and also a lot of pressure from especially from the dad, and until they were in their teen years and they decided to escape from home. Now, let me go to the punchline of the story. Now, 35 years later, James at this time had become a well-known doctor in the land. And also, sadly for his brother Charles has become a renowned criminal, well known for his vices, which were legendary. And by this particular time, Charles had been caught and had been sentenced to death for the crime of theft and murder. And this story of these two brothers caused quite a stir in the society. An inquisitive reporter decided to investigate about why their destinies turned out so opposite. And he went to the prison where Charles was being held, and he interviewed Charles and asked him why he had turned out the way he did. And Charles bowed his head down, and he said that to the reporter that he was born by very abusive parents, that the father abused them for so many years that it had affected him psychologically, and he guessed that's why he became a criminal. And long story short, the same reporter tracked down the elder brother where he was working in a very reputable hospital, and he threw to him the same question he had asked his younger brother in death row. And the elder brother said, looking the reporter directly in the eyeball, and he said that, "I grew up in a dysfunctional family. I came up in an abusive home, but I made a promise to myself that I would not end up the way my parents did." And he looked at himself humbly and said, "I don't think I've done so badly." Now, it's so striking and so important that these two men grew up from similar circumstances, in fact, not similar, identical circumstances, and yet their lives ended in so polar a way. We become what we choose. It's not the situations or the circumstances that life brings to us that defines who we are. It is the choice we make in those situations or circumstances that mold us. No matter what we go through in life, we can choose to come out smelling like a rose, or we can choose to allow those things to shape us for our own destruction. What will it be for you? What are the excuses you are using against yourself? The circumstances of your life that are not so positive that you're holding on to and using as an excuse against yourself. That's what I want you to think about today, and then begin to do something about dropping these albatrosses that can weigh you down and keep you from achieving the destiny that you truly deserve. That is all I have for you today. Think about it. You choose your destiny. You choose who you become. It's not what happens that determines who you become. It's the choice that you made, and you have that power to choose your destiny. So I call you away next time. Take care of yourself and take charge of your destiny. Catch ya.